Hi you guys, so today's video I'm going to be talking about my syndrome. It is listed in the title. I'll tell you everything that's wrong with me. Like, this is going to be a crazy real video. Like, you guys are not even kidding. It's so hot in here, I swear to God. I had the vents closed and it's like, this is like my doll room, so I have everything closed. So I have marfan syndrome. So if you don't know what that is, that's when you have very thin cartilage in between your bones, which causes clicking and things like that. Like from the time I wake up and then from all day long, I hit click, click, click because I have very thin cartilage. That's like cushioning between your bones that keeps your bones from rubbing together and keeps you from getting arthritis. So the doctor like said by the time you get like 40, you're gonna have like arthritis basically because I have very thin. Because my cartilage will probably be mostly gone by the time I'm 40. So Marfan syndrome, it keeps everything aligned, like keeps things where it's supposed to be at. Basically, keeps your legs intact and not moving all around. So, like if I'm walking and if I hit a pipe, because in the machine where I work at, okay, there's pipes that's like knee level. So if I hit a pipe, which I did already, it knocks your knee out of alignment and your knee has spasms from because it'll click out and then go back in. It won't be broken, but it's like your ligaments, and it's also very stretched ligaments. So everything that's what keeps everything where it's supposed to be. It's your ligaments, and the cartilage is in between your bones. It keeps everything from clicking together. So I hit a leg. I've been doing this for years though. When I hit things with my knee, especially, it goes out of alignment and it pops back in, which results in spasms. It feels almost like electricity, like shocks from not having or if barely any cartilage in between your bones, basically. So I deal with that on a daily basis. Things that pop out, stretch. It's like because my fingers are kind of doing it now. I've noticed it more now that I'm older. They said by the time you're 40, you're gonna have arthritis, basically. But I've noticed like when I'm pulling or doing, picking up things, I'm noticing it more. Because thank God that I work at the place where I work at because you gotta kind of keep your strength up to be able to deal with this. You can't be sitting home on the couch because your muscles aren't getting used. But good thing I work where I work at because I've been noticing too my fingers have been popping out recently. It's a very like it's like electricity right here. Because part of my job is I'm inside the machine and I'm pulling things, and as I'm pulling it, I feel like electricity because it's popping in and out. Like this joint right here, it pops out and it goes back in. It's so weird. I have a towel because I'm sweating so bad. Like seriously, it's hot outside. But I have that, and I've been having it for a long time. I was diagnosed at around teenager. They didn't notice it when I was younger, but basically everything in my body can dislocate and reattach. Pop in and pop out of alignment where it's not supposed to be at, I guess you could say. But by the time I'm 40, I'm gonna have arthritis. So I have very thin cartilage and the ligaments that keep everything in, like your heart, your eyes, everything. Like everything is stretched basically when you have Marfan syndrome also. So that's why my legs are able to pop in and out of place. My kneecap is out of alignment also. Like, because I have one knee where it's supposed to be, and I have one knee that's way up here. And that's the ligaments that keep everything where it's supposed to be at, right? This was not self-diagnosed either. This was diagnosed by a doctor when I was a teenager, I think, because they caught it kind of late, which is really strange. Um, and I also have, on top of that, I have anxiety also, really bad anxiety, especially in the car. Oh my God, it's so bad, so bad. I can't even, like, it's hard for me to even leave the house sometimes. I have such bad anxiety. It's really bad. I need to be on medicine or something because along with my anxiety, I also have, um, this was doctor diagnosed, I have IBS, irritable bowel syndrome. So anything I eat, it just, and then on top of that, I have anxiety. So it's like I cannot go anywhere. It's ridiculous. Sometimes anything that's like hours and hours and hours, like I cannot do. I just can't do it. Like I have to be literally like the day before. This is my ritual. I swear to God, this is like a real video. The day before I fast all day long, don't eat a thing. That way I can go to the place where I was supposed to go. Because I think with me being empty and nothing in my system, it's easier for me to go into dry places. I cannot do it when I've just eaten like a full meal because that gives me really bad anxiety about my IBS. I think that's part of the reason why I have IBS. So anything that's in traffic gives me anxiety, just anxiety, like whew, crazy. I've been having anxiety for a long time. Well, I think my boyfriend's. This was not diagnosed by a professional of like anyway. I think my boyfriend noticed it because I was telling him my symptoms. I had a lot of butterflies in my stomach, like knots, and just like anxious and racing heart. That's anxiety when I get in the car, basically, and it sucks sometimes because I really want to just be able to be like everybody else and eat a meal and go off and drive for hours and hours and hours and not have to worry about nothing. It would be nice, it really would, but I can't, and it sucks. It's that's debilitating. The Marfan syndrome is a very slow progressing disease. Also, it's a very slow progressing because the cartilage that's in between my bones is thin, but I still have some. But by the time I'm 40, it'll be very much a very debilitating thing that's happening. So, because I'm gonna have arthritis everywhere basically, and it's gonna suck. But for right now, I'm pretty good. So, thank God. I'm noticing little small things here and there. Um, but I mean, it's not to the point where I'm debilitated. But also on some days, I do like I swear to God, I feel ancient. I feel like I'm 100 sometimes. If it's a day where I'm walking a lot and doing a lot of moving things and things like that where I work at, because we work on a concrete floor, always walking, always moving. I don't work at an office place basically. I work in a warehouse. So we're always moving, we're always doing things, okay? So when we do these things, we're always moving, right? So on days where I'm just like nonstop moving and rushing, I don't. I start to feel it by the end of the day, and by the time I get home, I feel ancient. I swear, I feel like I'm 100. Like I go to bed like at 6 o'clock in the evening. I'm in bed because I'm just like such bad pain. It's debilitating, especially in my legs. I've noticed it more in my hands now than it was before. But before it was just in my legs. Okay, but now it's starting to get in my hands and like carpal tunnel, and you know what I'm saying? Like, because it's very monogamous, moving, repetitive, same thing over and it's not monogamous. That's so stupid. Like repetitive. That's what I meant to say. Like repetitive moving. That's what we do. We do a lot of the same thing over and over and over. It's like an assembly line almost. Like you see it in China, like they're manufacturing products. That's something what we do, but we work on a machine. But it's basically the same thing. It's an assembly line. So it's very repetitive things. But I've been dealing with this for a very, very long time. It's something. The anxiety was more so recently, but I never had anxiety when I was younger. But now I do have it. I don't know what it's caused from, and then I have IBS. I've been having that forever. I've been dealing with that forever. That's just normal. But as far as the Marfan syndrome, it's sometimes it's very debilitating to where, thank God, like I can go to sleep and wake up and be fine. But by the end of that day, it's like I'm 100, literally. Almost, I feel it like every, was it a week, like a 3 day period out of each week. I feel it, but I take a lot of ibuprofen. Thank God, I take ibuprofen for the inflammation that's causing in my hands, especially from doing a lot of repetitive stuff. I get a ton of inflammation. Like my whole hand is usually red. I just took a shower. That's why I'm sweating so much. It's crazy. But I get a lot of inflammation in my hands from doing a lot of repetitive stuff, and it sucks sometimes. Like I asked my boyfriend to like rub my hands because they're like red and swollen and like full of fluid, basically, from my bones like clicking together. And everywhere that I walk, everywhere I can hear click, 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 pop, pop, pop. It's my legs just rubbing together because there's either thin or no cartilage there. I haven't had a test done in a long time. I think my parents had my x-rays too because they x-rayed my legs one time. This was not too long ago. This is after I was diagnosed in my teenage years. But they did x-ray my legs and they seen like one kneecap was right here and one kneecap was way up here, like crazy stretched cartilage that was supposed to be holding your kneecap where it's supposed to be at. It's popped out. You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't make the difference because no matter which leg I hit with a pipe, or like if you bump your leg, you know that's not normal to feel like electricity, like somebody's shocking you. That's what my leg does. It's like spasms. I have really bad spasms, and I'm kind of like got to catch myself for a minute. But it does hurt. It clicks out and then goes back in, and it's like a pop noise, and it surprisingly doesn't break. I'm very surprised, but so I've been dealing with this for a very, very long time. This is a very real video, and I don't do many of these videos, venting all my problems on you guys, because I think you're just here for the dolls. But I like to do real videos sometimes and just be real with you one-on-one, because obviously you can see I'm not gonna be some fake YouTuber that's always glammed up, that's always done. I'm just a real person, you guys. I can't deal. But it's because I was inspired to do this video also by a girl. I think Simon and something Rio, something like that. And she has something similar to what I have, but she has very debilitating thing that's progressed really bad. Thank God I have some of her symptoms. Like I don't wake up like that, but I feel like that in the afternoon. I feel 100. I feel ancient. It's just crazy. I've been dealing with this for a very, very long time. Just popping and clicking, and it's just a very annoying thing to have. You know, on top of that, the anxiety is just like. Whew. So sometimes I just got to take a hot bath. So I think Epsom salts really helped me a lot too. The Epsom, bath salt. I do use that a ton. I take ibuprofen, just to help with all the inflammation that I have. But thank God for medication and hot baths and Epsom salt, because without that, I would not be doing what I'm doing today. But the part of this disorder is like you have to exercise and you have to keep up your muscles and because your muscles kind of keep everything in position too, along with your cartilage and your ligaments. They all kind of work together. So I think because I'm a little bit built, I'm not like a muscle dude, but I'm built. You know what I'm saying? I'm toned, but I'm not like muscular. So I think that's part of the reason why everything kind of stays the way it has been, and I haven't really gained any weight. I'm kind of, what am I, 100, almost 200 pounds. I'm not quite there yet, but I'm almost 200 pounds, but I'm toned. So that's a pretty good thing. That's helping me a lot, you guys. So, I mean, it's just crazy to have this disorder. I just wanted to come on here and just to vent with you guys. I think it's important to speak up on things like this, and people that have it, and may not want to say anything, but because it's like a very down video, you know what I'm saying? And so I don't know. What do you guys think? I'll do more real videos like this every now and then, but I really like to keep this channel positive and to keep good motivation things. I don't come on here to vent usually and do things, not unless something tragic happens. I'm like my dog dying was very tragic, and I had to vent and tell you guys. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. What do you guys think about this video? If you like this video, just remember to like and subscribe, and you'll see more real videos maybe. Okay, bye bye.